What's going on, guys? Today's a rainy day in Smithtown, Long Island, but today's goal is to remove a whole basin and actually relocate it for a pondless waterfall. You have this pool he recently constructed. Looks amazing here. You also have this beautiful composite deck with this gazebo right over here. And then he has this awesome 45-foot long pondless waterfall that runs through his backyard. The reason why we're here today is because we're going to be removing this basin and actually pushing it a few feet further over here. You can see that white line right over there. He is going to have a hot tub right here, and with that hot tub going over here, it overlaps with the basin, so we're not able to put it in here. Me and Rob are going to get to work moving some of these little boulders because we can't get our machine fully across here yet because these guys over here are actually building like a pool house or something. So I'm interested to see what they're building, but we can't block off their access because they still have to unload material. But in the meantime, you guys get to watch the time lapse. Exactly not the biggest machine you can have, but our access over here is pretty limited. We had to come in behind through that back fence and all those trees. But look at the size of some of these boulders. I'm talking about some 500-600 pound boulders. This machine was struggling. It took us like over an hour to get these 3 boulders out, just dragging them out. We got a big pile of gravel here. We have a lot more gravel to take out. This reservoir was actually built using chimney blocks. We have 2 chimney blocks because it has 2 pumps in there. But right now, I'm just going to sit in the machine and just excavate all this gravel out of here.
So Kev just made sure with the laser level we're at the final depth we need to be for a reservoir. He just raked it out to making sure it's level, and now he's digging where the pond vault is going to go. So the pond vault goes about another 7 to 8 inches down, and then the Aquablox sit flush on top of it, so that's what he's excavating right now.
So right now we have, with these 15 Aquablocks and this pondless vault with the extensions, we have about 500 gallons. And the reason we have that much water is because this is still a 40-foot long stream. We're gonna have the spillway into the reservoir right there, and it goes underneath that bluestone bridge and it goes all the way to the top. As you can see, Rob's doing the final rinse down. That means we're done. When we're rinsing things down, we're just trying to bring it back to how your backyard was, or even better. So we're just doing a nice deep cleaning of everything we were working around. As you can see, we just raked out and graded this area above the retaining wall. Now Rob's just rinsing off the capstone and the pavers all around, because we did get them a little dirty. But if we're doing the final rinse down, then you know we're done. So right now, this is the Pondless Waterfall completed. As you guys know, from up there to basically there, we didn't really touch. We just worked in this area down here. We repurposed all the boulders he had originally buried right in the front over here. The reservoir was basically placed over here. We moved it over like 7 feet, pushed it back. That spillway rock's actually on top of the basin right there. And as you can see, it flows right in the gravel and disappears. Pump vault's right there, it's nice and hidden. If he ever needs to access it, it's a lot easier to access these pumps than the one he had before. But as I said, we repurposed some of these rocks, and I think this spillway turned out absolutely awesome. Just how the water's trickling on the right side, just barely, because we have that high spot. Most of the water's going in here. This rock right here is catching it, and we just have it spilling out. We got the little moss details up here, but this waterfall sounds amazing. I wish you guys were here in person to hear this thing, and I understand why he wants to save this waterfall. The whole reason for this reservoir to just move it from here to here is because right where like Rob's standing, in this area right here is going to be a built-in spa. As you can see, these guys just built this awesome pool house right over there. He might just do a rain curtain across the front right into the pool. This backyard is going to be an awesome livable space. Glad we were able to help him rebuild this reservoir, shift it back so he could accomplish what he has planned for this backyard. I hope one day we come here and we actually get to rebuild this the Tranquility Scapes way. But that's enough talking for now. Let's get some final shots.